Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. In the previous class, we were discussing about the fourth domain of the earth, and this domain is biosphere. And before biosphere, we have completed our discussion regarding lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. And when we were doing biosphere, we have also discussed some major issues regarding the biosphere. So we know that biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water and air. It is the narrow zone in which we find that all the other three domains of the earth, that is land, water and air, are present. And because of this presence of all the three domains, what we find that life in all form exists in this zone only, because of presence of all the three zones of the three domains of the earth. And we have also seen that the living organisms which are present in the biosphere, they are of all the variety. If we consider the size of the living organism, we see that the microbes, which are bacteria, from there we can start from there and up to the large mammals like elephant. So all the living beings of all the sizes are present in the biosphere. Okay, and we see that all these living organisms are linked to each other, all are connected to each other. We can't say that any one species of biosphere does not require the other species. Actually, we all, including the human being, we all are connected to each other. We can't live our life in isolation. And if there is any kind of change in the species of the atmosphere, in any one species of the atmosphere, then what we find that the life of all other species will be affected by this change, because we all are related to each other, we all are connected to each other. We, the human being, we have we are very much superior species in the biosphere because of brain. We have brains, and other species like animals and whatever other species is there, there is lack of brain in those species. Though we are the superior species on the earth, still we need all other species. We are connected with all other species. If there is any kind of change occurs in any of the species, then it will affect us. It may not affect us immediately, but it will affect us in future. It may affect us not directly, but it will affect us indirectly. So in some or the other way, we will be affected if any change is taking place in any of the species. So what is the need? The need is that we must take care of all the species of the all the species of the biosphere, because if we ignore other species, then it may be harmful for the survival of the human being also. Not immediately, but in future it may cause any kind of survival problem for human being. So it is very much important that life in all form should be protected, because we all are connected to each other. Okay, and then we have seen that all the organism in the biosphere can be divided into two parts. The first is animal kingdom and the second is plant kingdom. And we, the human being, also comes under animal kingdom. Okay, and we see that all the three domains of the earth, they interact with each other and they also affect each other in some way or the other. If there is any kind of change or anything is happening in one domain of the earth, it will affect the other domains of the earth also, because the domains of the earth are also interlinked. They are linked to each other. They are related to each other. Okay, so we will see how these domains are connected to each other, and in this connection we have seen that how deforestation leads to removal of the upper layer of the soil. I described you yesterday by drawing the slope, and then I saw you how trees are there. If trees are there on the slope, then what happens that the trees, the roots of the trees hold the soil tightly, and in this situation what happens that when the water flows from upper direction to lower direction, what happens that it does not remove the upper layer of the soil. It could not remove the layer of the soil. Why could not it remove the soil of the layer of the soil? Because there are trees on the soil, and these roots of the trees holds the soil very tightly, so water cannot remove them. But if we cut the trees, if deforestation is done, then what happens that the trees are not there, and the slopy land is free of tree. There is no tree. Okay, so in this situation, when water moves from upward direction to downward direction, what happens that the water removes the upper layer of the soil with it, and the upper layer of the soil is the most fertile layer of the soil. If the upper layer of the soil is removed from the soil, then that soil will become useless. So we see that how deforestation causes the degradation of the land. The deforestation causes the land to become bad quality. क्योंकि डिफॉरेस्टेशन हो रहा है, इस कारण क्या हो रहा है, लैंड जो है वो उसकी क्वालिटी खराब हो जा रही है, उसका जो अपर लेयर है वो बह जा रहा है. ओके, सो इन दिस वे वी सी हाउ these domains are connected to each other. They are linked to each other. Okay, and similarly we also see that many times there are natural calamities. Okay, so what is this? Natural calamities, when some problem arose because of natural factors like earthquake, then flood, then volcano eruption, then tsunami. All these are examples of natural calamity, or we can also say it natural disaster. Okay, so many times we see that because of some natural calamities, what happens that the surface of the earth change, like earthquake. Because of earthquake, many times we find what happens that a crack arise in the earth surface and the surface of the earth changes. Not only this, there is one more natural calamity, that is tsunami. So when you write tsunami, always remember in the spelling of tsunami, T will be there. T is silent. Okay, S-U-N-A-M-I, tsunami. This is tsunami, but we will put T before S. T is silent here. Okay, so the example, the spelling is T S-U-N-A-M-I. Okay, tsunami. So tsunami. What is tsunami? First of all, tsunami is when earthquake occurs on the bed of the ocean. Okay, suppose this is the bed of the ocean. I am showing you by drawing. Okay, so this is ocean. Okay, and this is land. Okay, and now we see the ocean is very large, the ocean is very huge, and this is ocean bed. Ocean bed means this is the depth of the ocean. ये पूरा पानी है. Okay, और this is full of water. And यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? This is the end of the depth of ocean. Ocean यहाँ तक इतना गहरा है. Okay, this is called ocean bed. So what is tsunami? Tsunami is when earthquake occurs in the ocean bed. ये जो bed है, that is land. Okay, जब इस land surface पे, जो कि ocean के बिल्कुल नीचे है, वहाँ पर जब earthquake आता है, तब हम उसको tsunami कहते हैं. Okay, और जब यहाँ पर earthquake आएगा, इस land, इस bed पे earthquake आएगा, so this earthquake will cause huge waves. बहुत बड़े बड़े waves इसके कारण generate होते हैं. और ये इतने बड़े waves होते हैं कि ये बहुत सारे land areas को अपने में मिला लेते हैं. एंड ऐसा ही एक बार सुनामी आया था हमारे इंडियन ओशन इन द ईयर 2004. okay? 2004 में सुनामी आया था एंड दिस सुनामी वॉज वेरी वेरी डेंजरस. एंड व्हाट हैपेंड इन दिस सुनामी दैट वी फाइंड सम पार्ट्स ऑफ अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड got submerged in the ocean permanently. Okay, so this was the effect of tsunami, that we find that it caused submergence of some parts of Andaman Nicobar Island into the water. Now that land area which was earlier there in Andaman Nicobar Island, but after tsunami that land area has went underwater. So what is this? This is also a connection between various domains of the earth. Okay, and then we also see that many times in cities, in towns, what happens that the waste water, the waste materials are discharged into river and lakes, and this discharge of waste material into rivers and lake makes the water unsuitable for human use. They become so dirty, they become so polluted that human cannot use that water. And not only it becomes difficult for human being, because the water which was earlier in use by human being, but because of discharge of waste material, now the water is highly polluted and humans are not able to use that water. So there is problem of water shortage is there. Not only human being, but the Water animals are also badly affected by this discharge of waste material into rivers and lakes. So this is also we see how different domains of the earth are linked to each other. Okay, now we will see that we face air pollution. Air pollution is one of the major problems in today's time. And what is the cause of this air pollution? Why does air get polluted? Who pollutes the air? The cause of pollution of air is the composition of air changes. We have seen that in air there is 21% oxygen and 78% nitrogen. Okay, so 99% constitute this oxygen plus nitrogen, and in remaining 1% there is carbon dioxide. So what we find that why air is polluting, how air is getting polluted? Because of the presence of more volume of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide का amount जो है, the amount of carbon dioxide is increasing in the air. We know there are so many industries in our cities, and these industries emit what? Carbon dioxide. There are so many power plants. From these power plants also there is emission. Emission means nikalna. Okay, there is emission of carbon dioxide. Then we use so many vehicles, and from these vehicles also the carbon dioxide emits. So these are the source of emission of carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide, the high amount of presence of high amount of carbon dioxide in the air causes air pollution. And we have seen that CO2 is carbon dioxide is very important for the life on the earth, because it is only because of CO2 that whatever heat is being received by the earth from the sun, this heat is released by the earth, and the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere, it traps that heat. अगर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं हो तो क्या होगा? जो हीट अर्थ रिलीज कर रही है, दैट हीट विल गो इन द एटमॉस्फेयर. वो स्पेस में चला जाएगा. एटमॉस्फेयर के डिफरेंट लेयर्स को क्रॉस करते हुए वो स्पेस में चला जाएगा. सो व्हाट इट विल बी, हमारे गर्मी हमें मिलेगी. सो CO2 इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बट इफ द CO2 is increasing, if the amount of CO2 is increasing in the air, then what will happen? That there will be more absorption of heat by the air, and this is the reason of global warming. आप लोग जरूर सुनते होंगे ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. आजकल ग्लोबल वार्मिंग इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम, मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट चैलेंज the whole human being is facing. So why this global warming का मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो ग्लोब है, ग्लोबल किससे बना है? ग्लोबल, दिस वर्ड इज global. This word is made from globe. Globe means the whole earth. So what is global warming? The temperature of the whole earth is increasing. Okay, this is global warming. Simple. वार्म का मतलब क्या होता है? गर्म होना. तो जो अर्थ है वो वार्म हो रही है, उसका टेम्परेचर जो है वो बढ़ रहा है. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. एंड व्हाई दिस ग्लोबल वार्मिंग इज हैपनिंग? बिकॉज ऑफ द increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. And why carbon dioxide is increasing in the air? Because of the industries. From industries carbon dioxide is emitting, then from vehicles carbon dioxide is emitting, then from so many power plants are there from which the carbon dioxide is emitting. So in this way we see that all these causes increase in the quantity or amount of carbon dioxide in the air, and this increase causes global warming. Okay, so we see that all the domains of the earth are related to each other, and if there is any kind of change in one domain of the earth, then other domains will also be affected. Okay, so what we see that there is a need to limit the use of resources of the earth to maintain the balance of nature between the domains of the lithosphere, the atmosphere and the hydrosphere. So what is the need? The need is that we must maintain a balance. There must be a balance between these three different domains: lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. And how this balance can be maintained? This balance can be maintained when we will use the natural resources reasonably. If we use the natural resources in an unreasonable manner, then there will not be balance between these domains, and when there will be lack of balance between these domains of earth, it will cause trouble to all the living beings of biosphere. So we must try to maintain the balance, and this balance can be maintained only by using the resources in a reasonable manner. Like, we should not waste water. Okay, we should not waste electricity. We should try to reuse. The water can be reused in many different ways. The electricity can be saved by adopting some very easy methods. So we should always try to minimize the misuse of the resources, because these resources are very much important for our life. We cannot live without these resources, and if we misuse these resources, if we abuse these resources, then what will happen? Our future generation will be affected very badly. So we must conserve the nature. This is the important thing. Okay, so now we have completed our discussion of this chapter. Okay, now we will look into your book. Okay, this so many maps are given, some pictures are there. We will discuss all these maps and pictures which is given in your chapter. Okay, so this is your chapter, major domains of the earth, and now we will see the world map. This is the world map. You can see it in this map. You can see the various continents and oceans of the world. This is Asia, okay, and we see on the western side of Asia is located Europe, and Asia and Europe are separated by this Ural mountain, which I told you. And then we will see this is Africa. Okay, and in Africa we will see this is Sahara Desert, which is the world's largest hot desert. Okay, and this is Nile River, which is the longest river on the earth. And one more thing about Africa, I told you that Africa is the only continent uh, where we see that all the three latitude, important three latitude, that is 0 degree, this is 0 degree latitude, 23.5 degree north, and 23.5 degree south. All these three latitudes pass through the continent Africa. Okay, and then we will see this is North America. Okay, and the North America is situated in the northern hemisphere, and then this is South America, it is in the southern hemisphere. Okay, some part, only this much of the part is there in the northern hemisphere, other parts are in the southern hemisphere. And this is the continent Australia, which is the smallest continent, and Australia is situated completely in the southern hemisphere. That is why I told you that in Australia people celebrated Christmas in the month in the season of summer, because it is in the southern hemisphere. And one more thing about Australia, that it is a continent as well as a country. And then we will see the oceans. You can see it is Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean this side and this side, because the earth is round. So both these sides are joined together. So this is the Pacific Ocean. Then this is Atlantic Ocean. I told you now that Atlantic Ocean is in the shape of S. So this is the shape of S in which Atlantic Ocean is there. Okay. And then this is Indian Ocean. Asia is in the north of the Indian Ocean, and you can see the location of India is very central in the Indian Ocean, and that is why the ocean is named after the country India. Okay, and then this is Arctic Ocean, which is circular in shape. Okay, and this is Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean in the world. Okay, so these are the descriptions of oceans and continents on the earth. Now we will see some other important thing which we need to see. This is the strait and isthmus about which I told you. You can see this is North America and this is South America. And these two land masses are connected through a narrow strip of land. This is the narrow strip of land, which is called isthmus. And this particular isthmus is called Panama Isthmus or Isthmus of Panama. Okay, and strait, what is a strait? I told you strait is a narrow passage of water. This is the narrow passage of water. Okay, and this narrow passage of water joins two large water bodies. So this strait which is there between India and Sri Lanka, this strait is called Park Strait, and this joins the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. Okay, and this is the distribution of water. You can see if water is there on earth, if we consider it as 100, then we will see that 97.2% of the water is present in oceans and sea. Okay, and this 2.8% of the water is remaining. Okay, 97.2 is in the ocean and remaining water is 2.8%. And this 2.8%, in this 2.8% of water, we find that 2.77% of water is stored in seeds and groundwater. Okay, so in this 2.8, this is 2.77. This is this part. Okay, and this is the fresh water which is remaining there. So only 0.03% of the whole water is fresh water. Now you can see this is the various continents are shown like this. And now we will see the coastline of Atlantic Ocean, which I told you. The coastline of Atlantic Ocean is indented. Indented. This is the indented coastline. You can see it here. This is indented. And this indented and irregular coastline provides natural ports and harbors. And because of this, what happens that this Atlantic Ocean is the busiest ocean, क्योंकि इसमें जो हार्बर्स एंड पोर्ट्स है वो नेचुरली बन जाते हैं, इसलिए शिप्स का आना जाना, लोडिंग अनलोडिंग इज वेरी इजी. Okay, and this is your various layers of the atmosphere. The first is troposphere, which is nearest to the earth, first to the first layer of the atmosphere. Then stratosphere is there, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, and last is exosphere. Okay, these are the layers of atmosphere. And this is the picture of a mountaineer, and then we will see this is the biosphere. In this picture, you can see all the three domains of the earth, that is hydrosphere, lithosphere, and atmosphere are there together. All the three domains of the earth are together, and because of their presence, we see life in various forms, like fish is there, then birds are there, then elephant, deer, tiger, rhinoceros, camel. So such a various forms of life is present in the biosphere. So this is the picture of a biosphere. Okay, and this is the end of your chapter. And now if you have any confusion, you can ask me in the online classes. Okay, and I will give you the question answer in the snap work, which you must do in your notebook. So that's all for today.